Hey loves, welcome to MLP Suite Well-Beings Working Well. I'm Ashley Farrell, physical therapist turned Pilates teacher turned health and wellness coach, specializing in preventing burnout in high-stress work environments. Come on in, get comfortable, let's chat. If you feel called, like, comment, and subscribe. Here we go. Hi, and welcome to another installment of Well-Beings Working Well with me, Ashley Farrell, health and wellness coach specializing in preventing burnout in high-stress work environments. On today's installment, we'll be going over the 5 stages of burnout, signs and characteristics of each stage, and the form of intervention that works best with each stage, and going over some real life examples that can be implemented to help decrease the level of burnout that's experienced at each one of these levels. So with that said, let's get into the 5 stages of burnout, starting with the honeymoon phase. You have the job, you have the new job, you have the higher salary, you have the nice work environment, and you're just on cloud 9. You feel good most of the times. You have high job satisfaction. You're producing at a high level, so a high productivity level. We know to expect stress at this level, in the honeymoon level, but it's manageable. So here at the honeymoon level, you're experiencing expected stress, but you are able to cope and remain overall satisfied in your job position. Right. So from the honeymoon stage, you go into the onset of stress stage. So here at the onset of stress, you can experience physical and emotional manifestations of stress. Behaviors that you'll experience at this level of stress will include a drop in productivity, being less socially interactive. You start neglecting your personal needs, avoidance or irritability, lack of focus, and you may begin to experience some sleep disturbances. So here at the onset of stress, you can experience physical and emotional manifestations of stress, including anxiety, fatigue, and distractibility. Consider this intervention level of stress reduction or possibly stress management if it begins to teeter into this next stage. All right, the next stage or stage 3 of burnout is chronic stress. This level, you experience high levels of stress frequently. It's pretty much your norm. You experience more stress than calm. You have a considerable increase in fatigue, anxiety, and irritability. Your overall mood is on the lower half of the vibrational scale. You have poor decision making, and you're starting to develop physical symptoms as a result of stress that can become noticeable to those around you as well. Some interventions that can help include taking considerable time off, stepping away, and recalibrating. Once again, once stress gets rolling without a serious intervention or a change in behavior or situation, is more than likely going to continue to roll, especially if you had stress from the last day that rolls into this day and this day adds on more. You have to be very active. And at this part, we're past proactive. So now you're responding to the stress. But in either fashion, now you have to be active about relieving yourself of some of the stress at work. The 4th level of burnout is the onset of burnout. This is a very critical and serious stage, as it is noticeable that you're having changes physically, mentally, emotionally, and behaviorally. You begin to experience depressive episodes, negative mindset, and it's hard to see the positive in your job. You're no longer feeling satisfied at work, and even more than that, you're beginning to become cynical and negative about your work experience. At this level, the best intervention is remedial support, as we recognize that physical and mental health breakdown is not only an option, but very likely in this stage. So that also calls for physical and mental health intervention from professionals if you're presenting with pain in the body or you're experiencing anxiety and depression. It may be appropriate to begin to elicit the help of professionals. You can meditate, affirm, work out, visualize, journal, really set the intentions for your day. Get in the right mindset and begin your day as positive as you can, and just seeing how long you can ride the wave of positivity in the beginning of the day, being very intentional. And the fifth and final level of burnout is habitual burnout. At this level, chronic exhaustion is a part of your life. You frequently experience physical, behavioral, mental, and emotional symptoms that can become life-threatening if continued. Once again, that can include cardiovascular issues, which we know can lead to heart attacks and to strokes. So overall, at this level, your health is sincerely impacted, and there is cause for a serious and significant intervention. Also, at this level of habitual burnout, you'll notice chronic mental and physical depletion, chronic fatigue, pain, depression. Illness is very present and alive in the body. That can show up as chronic depression and anxiety, social isolation, chronic physical pain, and emotional fatigue. At this level, remedial support is the best intervention, and that comes with significant changes depending on how you're presenting as far as your mental or physical health goes. May require intervention through a professional. Intervention from those at your work is also appropriate. So from your manager, from HR, really discussing how your job can be a better fit for your work-life balance. If you are experiencing habitual burnout, take this as permission to say, no, what I'm doing is not working. So a sabbatical, a radical change in job setting or position, or something about your job, a considerable lifestyle change. If it's the city that's stressing you out, this may be the time to move to the country, maybe where the cost of living is a little less. I don't know your situation, but if it's starting to affect you chronically, at this point, your relationships, your physical health, your mental health, then there is something on your part that needs to be done. One-on-one intervention with a health and wellness coach, or with a mental health therapist, or just someone who can intervene and help you find that light at the end of the tunnel. Because once again, it is perception and perspective. Once you've been in stress so long, it carries over. It's hard to find the light shining through, and it's so reasonable and natural that you may need a little help to see the light in a situation again, and to get out of the darkness with some help. So to recap, the 5 stages of burnout include the honeymoon level, the onset of stress, chronic stress, burnout, and habitual burnout. The interventions that we apply include stress reduction, stress management, and remedial support / intervention. The best advice I have, if I said it once, I said it 1,000 times, is a proactive approach to preventing burnout. So self-advocating, recognizing risk factors, being mindful, intentional. So doing a morning mindful practice such as meditation, affirmations, or workout. Creating the type of day that you want before you step out of the house, and that'll help you be a light in the workplace for others, right? Be in good company, bringing positive energy into your workplace. Well, thank you so much for tuning in into another installment of Wellbeing's Working Well. I really hope that you gathered something here today, something tangible that you can take with you and apply as necessary. I'm always grateful and appreciative to have you here on my channel. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, loves.